Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm going to be testing Monster Hunter World on the 1050 Ti. And well, how are you doing, guys? Sí, probablemente se puede jugar con el Pentium, no creo que haya problema. Okay, the stream is working, that's good. That's always good. Let me mute my stream here. There we go. Okay. I forgot to change something. But whatever, let's start with the stream anyway. Hi, Cookie Shows, how are you doing? Good to see you. I'm going to start with my character. I don't really care how it looks, so I'll confirm the armor. Yeah. Whatever. I have to enter my name. I'm very creative. Oh, yeah, my name doesn't fit. Typical. Yep, that's okay. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, whatever. Please shout out. What do you do on your YouTube channel? Why? Let me pause the game.
I found this in the tent. It has a map in it. Well, part of it at least.
Based on online play, or you can play offline too. As far as I know, you have to play online all the time.
Like right,
I mean, you have to be online due to the DRM. But I don't know. I mean, you can play solo if you want. You don't have to play with other players, as far as I know. Yeah. Enough with the tutorials. Finally, I can pause the game. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta check the options menu once again. Alright, let me see what I can change. I cannot change the ambient occlusion. Here, volume rendering quality. Let me turn this off. Then the diffuse quality doesn't seem to do anything at all. This doesn't do anything at all. Anti-aliasing, let me turn it off. It's a very small boost. Yeah, the shadows should make the most difference, but they don't. Yeah, I need to lower ambient occlusion, but probably that will make me restart the game. If I put variable refresh... Oh, I can put variable resolution. That's cool. Low, medium, high, or variable. Yeah, the variable resolution seems to be the best way right now. Alright. Yeah, with variable resolution you can do a lot of things, but it seems to be very low resolution. Okay, let me keep it on medium. This, I'll keep it the same because it didn't make much of a difference. And I have to restart the game later, which sucks. I'm not sure which is the native resolution though. It seems to be this one. Yeah, it's this one. But it's below 60, below 30, sorry. So I gotta check some other stuff here. Yeah, I'll keep it this way. Because I couldn't change much settings at all. I'll have to restart the game after this part. I don't want to repeat the start of the game. So that sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Hello Mark13, how are you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, probably ambient occlusion, that option should give us the biggest difference, because the other ones didn't do much to helps us out.
Research Commission's headquarters. Come on, let's get going.
But now it's not that bad. Let me change this first. 1 second, guys. I'll put just 1080p because I'm trying to tweak the game at the moment.
To get to HQ, we need to.
But yeah, kind of disappointing, I have to say. Still, the game is playable at the moment. But I'd like to be over 30, if possible.
Staxel is the ones back home.
Oh man, that was terrible.
It looks like we need to go around.
Yes, I studied English in high school, in school, then I went to an institute. I did many things with English. Then I just kept going on my own. It's not that hard. I mean, you have all the Netflix stuff in English. You can put subtitles. You can do pretty much anything you want. So it's not very difficult to study English nowadays. You have all the tools. But I think I'll restart this as soon as possible. I'm from Uruguay. There will be a patch. Yeah, but the patch is for people that are getting random crashes or are having trouble with multi-GPU configurations. So yeah, this seems to be just GPU intensive so far.
Don't pick a fight if you don't have a weapon. You need to hide.
Yeah. Let's hide.
Hurry!
Oh, really?
Hurry up and hide.
Oh, yeah, of course, it wouldn't be so easy.
Hurry up and hide.
Oh man, that was perfect. Oh man, the stealth mechanics, the stealth, yeah. Oh man, Master Assassin. Not maxed out at the moment.
Okay, coast is clear.
Coast is clear.
Keep going while we still can.
Coast is clear. Yeah, but I think that the main problem was the resolution scale. If you put variable resolution, it will be fine, but you don't know what resolution you're actually playing it at. So that's kind of pointless.
Nothing can stop us.
Yeah, GPU intensive so far. I mean, look at the amount of foliage, all the shadow areas here. It seems to be mostly due to the ambient occlusion. I saw that the console had all the consoles had very low resolution, low quality ambient occlusion.
What
Sorry.
is this track?
So that should be a big hit to the frame rate, and you cannot change it without restarting the game. So yeah, that's not good news. But this, yeah, put variable resolution. Give me 1 second. This is getting very annoying.
Look!
I'll put variable resolution. We finally get variable resolution in a PC game.
Look!
Okay. Whoa.
There's more
Yeah,
over
now it
there.
looks like a potato.
Check it out.
Yeah, the variable resolution is very intensive. It seems to lower the resolution a lot. I'll put variable. That should be good enough. Oh yeah, variable resolution seems to be the best option to get better frame rates. For some reason, if you put high settings, yeah, you can use the native resolution, but if you put high settings, it uses variable resolution by default,
Okay.
which is kind of weird. Usually when you touch presets, they don't change the resolution scale. In this game, it seems to be very necessary. But now it's a lot better. Yeah. But the resolution scaler is very aggressive, unfortunately. I mean, sometimes when I look into foliage, I just get a very low resolution. There we go. Aren't you going to test Pro Evolution Soccer 2019 demo? Not right now. I have to finish testing this, which will be probably on Friday. And then on Friday again I have to test Black Ops 4 beta. So I have a lot to test right now. Not much of a chance of testing that game at the moment. But probably later I'll test it. We'll see. Too many games, unfortunately. Or fortunately, if you're a fan of video games. Settings right now, 1080p variable resolution, almost high settings. But I'll have to restart the game in a moment because I have to change some stuff. So hang on a second. Just 1 second. Do you play some games for fun or only testing? I can play games for fun, but I don't have a lot of time, unfortunately. It takes a lot of time to make videos, to analyze the games beforehand. That's why I'm doing the live stream, so I don't have to test it on my own. You can actually see what I'm doing. Oh man, unskippable cutscenes is annoying. So it's high overall. It should be okay on medium. Here's the thing, some stuff I started with the highest settings, then I lowered a couple settings to get a smoother frame rate, but unfortunately some settings cannot be changed without going to the main menu again, like ambient occlusion, so I cannot really see how the game, I cannot really tweak the game on the fly. So it seems that the settings that destroy performance are not tweakable in game, which, yeah, it's not a good thing. It's difficult to make a benchmark if I cannot do that. But it's still doable, so I'll have to just be patient. But I would like to have just skippable cutscenes. That will make it a lot easier. But I can't. I mean, I'm stuck here. Otro cutre por de Capcom. ¿Jugaste alguna vez un juego de Capcom en PC? Nunca me corrió un juego de Capcom mal en PC en general. Todos los Resident Evil corren bien. O sea, otro port asqueroso no me parece. Capaz que sí, corre espantoso, pero el GPU está al máximo, así que eso es una buena señal. O sea, no es que pusieron malos requisitos, pusieron requisitos bastante altos. Pero en general Capcom hace buenos ports, no sé de qué estás hablando. i3-8100 is a better CPU. I think I responded to you in a comment, so I'm not sure what you're asking again. They need to fix the cutscenes. Fix them. They should allow you to just skip them. Okay, Baron, if you don't stop spamming the same thing in chat, I'll have to... Yeah, I have to time you out a bit. So please stop with that. Oh man, the tutorials. How about load time? On SSD, does it really help? Yes, of course. It loads a lot faster with SSD. All games do. This one in particular, some people are saying that even on a hard drive it loads very fast, faster than the consoles, which is always good to see. But I put an SSD because I have to go to the main menu many times in order to tweak some important settings. So yeah, I'm trying to get to a save point so I don't have to run into the prologue all over again. It makes things a lot easier. So yeah, the most open I can be with the game, the better. But without skippable cutscenes, it takes a longer time. Just that. Nothing major. Are we going to do i3-4150? No, I'm not going to do i3-4150. I stopped owning that CPU more than a year ago. Do you have the latest NVIDIA drivers? Yes, of course. I'm using the game-ready drivers for Monster Hunter. Yeah, no problem. Just avoid spamming things in chat and I'll read them. Don't worry. I hope I read them if I'm not playing the game. Right now I can read chat because I'm just walking around, not really doing much. But hey, you still study? Yes and no. I mean, I study my own way now. I have to make my reel for my BFX thing. I'm trying to do some BFX on After Effects. But I have to make my reel so on my portfolio so I can send it to a place. So yeah, technically I'm still studying. In BFX you're always studying, actually. So yeah, I'm on that, plus making videos on YouTube. ¿Probad We Happy Few? Sí, después la semana que viene o la otra, porque también sale Black Ops 4 beta el sábado. You should put the graph settings on your screen too. Yes, I know, but the graphical settings are changing all the time, so I cannot really put them there at the moment. 1 second. I gotta go to the menu first, but I'm trying to get to a save point. Does streaming make less FPS? No, I'm using a separate PC, so there's not a difference in performance. Yes, I can skip, finally.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Sí, Ultra Settings eran 24 FPS en Ultra. Pero tengo que hacer un poco de unos ajustes primero. Hello, Bekar Log, how are you doing? 2200G, 570. Can my specs run well? 60 frames per second? Well, maybe at 900p or 720p, unfortunately. What's the setting in the game? A mix between medium and high. I have to go to the menu to tweak more important stuff, so... Wait a minute, please. Saludos de Perú, saludos desde Uruguay, de Crack 19. No. Ultra with 40 frames per second? No. 26, mostly. Where's your weapon? Okay, I have to get my weapon. 1 second, guys. Oh, man. The resolution.
Head inside your rooms.
Yeah, but I need a weapon, so I'll prioritize that first. Please let me skip. What settings? High with some stuff on medium, because I'm trying to tweak the game. I mean, I'm using variable resolution.
We've placed some basic gear for you in that equipment box. Make sure to choose a weapon that suits you.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, let me see what I want. Yeah, this one. I don't really know what I'm doing, so... Whoa. Yeah, that's one... Yeah, that's a big weapon. I won't be using that. Screw it. Yeah, maybe this one. That's better. No, gracias. No, gracias, no tomo mate. Soy lo menos uruguayo que existe.
Once you're ready, head to the canteen. I'll be there waiting with a question.
Let's make WWE 2K18. Yes, once it releases, which is not right now.
Handlers sort through the research commission's leads.
Let me see if I can... Here, save.
Hey!
Okay, so I saved my progress. I'll go back into the menu so I can tweak ambient occlusion. That's very important. But yeah, we have a variable resolution option, which is dynamic resolution. Very aggressive, but it does the job. Okay. So if we put the highest settings, as you can see, we get all on the highest, obviously. But if we put high, as you can see, we get variable resolution by default. Texture quality, well, it doesn't really matter. We have enough VRAM. Ambient occlusion medium. I'll make my own settings. I'll put this on off. Ambient occlusion, I'll put it on low just to see how it goes. LOD bias. The distance of which LOD model switch, I'll put it on variable because I don't know how much of an impact it has. Max LOD level -1. Yeah, this one didn't make much of a difference. Foliage sway, it doesn't seem to matter, but I'll tweak it in game. Screen space reflections, I'll turn this off to see how it goes. Water reflections, I'll tweak it in game. Yeah, this should be enough, I think. Let me check. Yeah, I won't use variable resolution. I'll use native resolution to see what happens. Yeah, let's try it out again. Okay, so now in the menu I have 60 frames per second. Always good. I was getting 30s back then. So yeah. Is it playable on 1050 Ti? Yes, but you have to do some tweaking.
Handlers sort through the research commission's leads.
Okay, this is a lot better. It seems to be that ambient occlusion was a huge hit to the frame rate. So, a small conclusion now, ambient occlusion is a destroyer at frame rates in this game. That's why consoles have it on low, it seems, medium or low. Which is kind of interesting. That option made a huge difference. Let me see if I can leave.
Hey,
Yeah, I cannot leave yet. I'll put, give me 1 second guys, I'll see the options and put it on my right so you can at least know what settings I'm using. So I'm using native resolution, ambient occlusion low, volume rendering. Oh, this is also a big hit. Okay. Volume rendering quality is also a big hit. Shadow quality doesn't seem to do much at all. We're still on 51. Anti-aliasing we have FXAA and off. If you put it off, you get a 5 FPS boost, apparently. Yeah, 4 or 5 FPS more. LOD level no limit. LOD bias on variable, which doesn't seem to make a huge difference at the moment. Foliage sway doesn't seem to do much at all. 1 FPS. Then, oh, I don't know. I also don't have screen space reflections. Small thing. Water reflections. It seems to be cube maps. I'm not sure what this is at all, but it makes a big difference as well. SH diffuse quality. Not sure what that is. Shadow diffuse. Oh, this is the shadow diffusion. Yeah, the filtering for the shadows, it seems to be. Seed prepass. Let me see if it makes a difference. 51 versus 41. Yeah, keep this on. Set prepass. So this should be pretty much medium settings. A mix between medium and low settings. Apparently. Yeah, I'll put a mix between medium and low. Stop calling me. Ok. We got this. ¿Crees que sin de nuevo haya tenido mejor rendimiento? Y no tengo ni idea. No tengo ni idea. Ok. I'll try to keep going so I can go into the open world. That's probably 40 frames per second outside. So it should be a good test. I don't know how to play, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Sí, GeForce 3, bueno, GeForce 3 usa muchísimo más CPU. Hola Freddy, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? What do you think about the i7 2600K? It should still be good enough to play most games. What a dramatic way of eating. Kinda hilarious. Okay. What now? Talk to the handler in the canteen. Who is that? Oh, never mind.
Right on time.
Yeah, right on time. Whatever.
What are we waiting for? The new world awaits.
Yeah. Now what? Okay, let's try this out. I already put everything on ultra and it was below 30 frames per second. It was like 24 frames per second.
All right, this is our first job.
not recommended. Avoid ultra, just lower the ambient occlusion and the screen space reflections, turn them off, and you get like double the frame rate, so more than double the frame rate actually. Yeah, whatever. Let me play. I don't know how to even attack. No, I don't remember.
I think we saw them somewhere around here. Want to check it out?
Yep, let's go.
Rule number 2. The commission supplied
Blah, 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 blah.
over there. Have a look and decide what you should take along.
What is the configuration? I mean, look at my right and you'll see it. 1080p on a mix between medium and low settings.
Oh yeah. Hey partner.
Okay, that's fine.
Want to get going?
Yeah, this is a lot better. I'm getting double the frame rate, pretty much, compared to the highest settings. On the highest settings, I was below 30 frames per second. So yeah, this is significantly better. But for some reason, the stuff in the distance is very blurry. Let me see if I turn off ambient occlusion. I'm sorry, the anti-aliasing option. I'm not sure if it's on or off. It's on. Oh, it was the ambient occlusion. The anti-aliasing, sorry. It was the anti-aliasing that made it blurry in the background. That's what usually happens with TAA. Oh yeah, the stuff in the distance is flickering a lot. Not sure what's up with that. It's not good looking in the distance. It's probably the shadow, yeah, the shadows. Oh, that's the ambient occlusion. The ambient occlusion is on low, so it's significantly less accurate. Well, that sucks. But I prefer the smoother frame rate, to be honest. Mega potions. Yeah, I mean the shadows are not too good at the moment. But yeah, a lot better.
A pack of Jagras. Those are the monsters we're after.
Let's see how you hold up when you're on your own.
I don't even know how to play. Oh man, this will be embarrassing. Okay, not too bad. I was expecting much worse, to be honest. Okay, good.
They're on the run. Don't let them get away. Grab all the monster materials you can. You can use them at the smithy.
But yeah, now that we are into foliage heavy areas, it runs a lot worse than the base, which was to be expected. Now that there are not too many trees, if I look into the trees, sometimes it destroys the frame rate. But we're still about 30 frames per second, so it's not too bad. But I'll have to tweak those shadows, because the flicker in the trees wasn't very good. Oh, my health is low. Okay. I don't even know how to use this. I'll select the item, my bad. There we go. Oh man, I'm terrible at this game. No, no va a afectar el rendimiento. El SSD no va a afectar el rendimiento, por favor. Okay. Let me see if I can fix this. away from the monsters. I think I effed it up. Oh no, I didn't effed it up. Okay, good. But I cannot tweak the game now outside of this. Oh man, why? Menos mal porque tengo un disco común. Sí, por eso no va a afectar el rendimiento. Solo va a demorar más en cargar. The SSD won't affect the performance, it will just affect the loading times in this case. So if you have a hard drive, don't worry, it will just load slower, it will save slower, all the usual stuff with SSDs. Unless on console, do you think it's smooth experience like at 30 on PC? If you play with a controller, it should be fine. I'm using a controller because the PC controls are, yeah, they are not good. Just use a controller if you can. You got the part on quest, blah, blah, blah. No.
Alright. Now that you've got some materials, why don't we head over to the smithy to see what you can do?
No, I don't want to. I just want to go outside. Please, let me go outside. Why? Let me see if I can fix the thing with the shadows. Because they were flickering too much. Here. Yeah, they are flickering when I move around, as you can see there. Not sure if you can see it in the video due to the compression. But I'll try to fix it. It's probably not the shadow quality, but the shadow diffuse is probably why. Yeah, it seems to be that. Let me see. No, it's not that. It's the ambient occlusion then. The ambient occlusion on medium, on low, really doesn't look too good. But still, at least we have some ambient occlusion in the distance. Better than nothing. So yeah, I'll keep just going around so I can at least go outside when I want instead of just completing the tutorial. Blah 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 blah. Make a video about how to fix the stuttering. Which stuttering? What are you talking about? So many things. Bone blade. Oh, I see. Interesting. ¿Crees que un i5 60, 3.2, una de 66 GB podrían ir los juegos 60 FPS, los juegos 60 FPS sin problema? No. El procesador es una limitación, pero igual varios juegos vas a poder. El problema si son juegos que usan mucho procesador, ahí sí. I was saying in Spanish that an i5 4460 unfortunately won't be enough to maintain 60 frames per second on all games. Usually CPU intensive games can make it drop below that target. But other than that, it should still be playable. I made a couple videos about it. But yeah, 60 frames per second is not a good expectation.
Hey there, partner.
You need a better CPU, especially in Assassin's Creed Origins. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins is one example. It's just
You can pick up
dead
quests
at 60
from
frames per
the
second. I mean, the stutters are annoying.
It lists the same quests.
Sí, Black Ops 4, no sé, parece ser parecido a Black Ops 3, así que no le di mucha bola. What's better, i7 3770 or i3 8100? Well, i3 8100
On the hunt.
should give... well, it's 4 cores, 8 threads, but it's older. I'm not sure. Probably the i7 on most cases. What now? Accept a custom, whatever that is. Is it you? No, it's you. Oh man. Optional completed. SSD. 8 GB of RAM will get 60 frames per second. Not sure because I didn't target 60 yet. Not sure how the CPU will just respond to that. But it should be fine. I mean, once you see a lot of monsters on screen, usually the CPU suffers.
Okay, our job is to call a certain
So,
number of
yeah.
test dots. Recently, their numbers have been getting out of hand.
Want to get going?
Yep. Okay, so this is a lot better now. Let me check. Let me see if I can get a higher frame rate. I'll save the game. You cannot save your progress. Oh man. Alright. Let me lower everything. If I put this on variable, it doesn't do much. I'll put everything on the lowest at the moment. Let's see what happens. This doesn't matter. This does. Okay. Yeah, this should do. Let me put low. Okay. Yeah, this is significantly better. Significantly better. Let's see how long it lasts. Sound the hunting horn. I don't know how to do that. I'm a noob.
Take him out on your own. Huh.
Come on.
Be careful.
Oh, that's not good. No, I'm a noob. I'm sorry, guys. Oh man. The targeting system is very uncomfortable. And I should have chosen faster weapons. This is too heavy. Other than that, is very responsive now. I recommend playing on low settings actually. It's very smooth. Yeah. There we go. Oh, really? Too slow. And as you can see, there we dropped to 50 frames per second, mid-50s. That's due to the water splashes, it seems, because we have some transparencies going on. Alright, that's a lot better. I'm finally understanding the controls. Good. En alto tira estables 30 FPS, no, ni de casualidad. Pero hay que bajarle a la oclusión ambiental y ya debería ir bien. Okay, as you can see, yeah, as you can see for 60 at least in this area, it seems to be fine if you lower the settings. It's more GPU bound than CPU bound. I was expecting the CPU to limit the GPU at 60 frames per second, but that doesn't seem to be the case, which is good news. But yeah, the GPU is the limiting factor, apparently. But the CPU is also maxed out, so yeah. It uses both things a lot. The GPU more, of course. As you can see, if you go maximum settings, it's 26 frames per second, 24.
Over Over here.
So yeah, I wasn't expecting to get 60s on 1080p even at lowest settings. This is not the lowest actually, this is low because we still have some ambient occlusion going on.
Careful.
But still. It will be interesting to lower the resolution and see what happens. But we have a decent amount of options to get a higher frame rate. Come on, please, do it. Oof, that was close. Oh, it has a stamina meter. I didn't know that. The overlay just... yeah, the overlay is not a good idea when you're playing this game. Finally. Oh, that's painful. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Yeah, he runs more than 60 because we are not in a place with a ton of foliage. If we were up there, it should be significantly worse. But still, I'm not complaining. We need still to a Castodon, whatever that is, not sure.
Good work.
Oh,
That just about
never
wraps
mind.
up the work.
I'm done with that.
Hey, come here. I think I found something.
The guy is distracting. Yes, it is, but whatever. It's not the end of the world. ¿Tengo que ganarle gameplays? No, no tengo que ganarle gameplays. No tengo tiempo, lamentablemente. Oh boy, I was looking to play this very high meta 60 paired with an i7 3770, but it seems like there's no north high medium at 60 frames per second. Well, if you lower ambient occlusion, it should be fine. And what's the other option? The volumetric stuff. If you lower the volumetric stuff, the fog option, it should give you a good boost in performance.
Gotcha.
But yeah, max settings, I'm not sure. It shouldn't be
Take down that great
possible, I think.
If you're not ready,
It's very GPU intensive.
base and take on the great Jaguar's quest later.
Want to get going?
I have to hunt a great Jaguars.
Go to the menu and select SOS flare to signal it.
Oh, the
You're
flare.
going to need friends when you go up against some of the tougher monsters. In order for the scout flies to better track a target monster.
Okay,
you need to
let me
keep
check
finding traces,
it out.
like footprints,
Nothing.
for example.
Oh, I can block. Interesting. That's new to me. All right. This, the pouch. Nothing here. SOS flare. Oh, okay. That's cool. I found you a nice team, a nice item. Okay.
Good. You're turning up a lot of clues.
What? Okay, good. As you can see, this doesn't help. These effects are not helpful. That's why we're dropping into the 50s, into the 40s. And well, this green stuff flying around doesn't help either. But there are no reflections. Also, I disabled all reflections, so yeah, you're losing some ton of detail. But after this mission, I'll crank up the settings to see if we can get a constant 30 frames per second. And I'll just lower the resolution to see what happens. And that will be good enough, I guess. At least you have an idea on how the game runs and all that. Oh yeah, this is... Yeah, look at the, the amount of foliage, the amount of effects on screen. This makes a lot more sense. So this is the... Yeah, hello. Sir. Sir. Oh, fantastic. That went on perfectly. Let's chase him. Well, as you can see now, I'm outside of that cave with a lot of water and foliage. Now I'm getting 10 FPS more because I'm outside. Oh nice, so many monsters now. This is not a good idea. But whatever, I cannot save. I need help. Yeah. I know, team leader. I know. Oh man, so many effects on screen. Yeah, as you can see, the effects on screen don't help at all. So yeah, we're not getting constant 60s as of right now. I probably need to lower the ambient occlusion to off, just turn it off. But other than that, the game feels very smooth to play at the moment, except when a lot of effects show up. Sorry, I'm not reading chat. I'm trying to know what I'm doing, but I don't. Okay.
When monsters are running away, use the scout flies as a guide and they'll lead you right to it.
Oh man, this is getting a little tiring. Kind of unoptimized. And why do you say that? Use a lot of GPU. Not sure how that means unoptimized.
Always keep an eye on that gauge.
That could be just as GPU bound. I mean, look at the amount of foliage we have here. And all the shadows, all the effects. That's not easy to render. That's for sure. And also it's kinda open world. Not open world, but the map is very large at the moment. Okay, this is very convenient. He just standing still there. Ah, he's tired. I see. That makes more sense. My weapon is losing sharpness. What? Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh no. F that. Okay. Now we're talking. Gotcha. Oh boy. Hunting monsters is hard. It's very it's very difficult. Please don't die. I don't want to lose my progress. Cracked? I don't know. I'm playing the... I bought the game on Steam, so... I'm playing the legit version, as usual. I mean, why would I crack a game? Oh man.
Look, the monster's almost done for.
Oh, finally.
It'll retreat to its nest to recuperate.
Come back here.
The monster's been immobilized. Now's your chance.
Oh man, my character is so tired. So much foliage. Jesus. Hunt Showdown was fine, you just need a really good PC. Yeah, and it's on early access. Oh man, this is getting very repetitive. Oh, finally. I got him. And I don't know what I'm doing, so yay. Not bad. I think the 750 Ti will die out this year. Well, we don't know what other games are going to be very demanding. But yeah, usually at the end of the year we get the big guns. I mean, games that are very GPU intensive and CPU intensive sometimes. I'm not sure it will die. It will probably just mean lower resolutions like 720, 900p, all that kind of stuff, sorry. So I just expect, I mean, 900p 30 frames per second, 720p low 60 frames per second, maybe, on this game, usually. It should be half the frame rate on the 750 Ti, so I would expect low settings 30 or 40 frames per second. But yeah, that should be a good expectation. I mean, the card is 4 years old. It's still very impressive. Thanks for the stream, dude. Good info noted. No problem. I'm going to test more resolutions and more settings, but this game is very scripted in some parts, so that doesn't help. And I have to restart, go to the main menu sometimes to change settings, which is not helpful. But yeah, at least. And you have a variable resolution option, which is very good to see. More games need a variable resolution. Considering that the consoles have checkerboarding and dynamic resolution and all that kind of stuff, and on PC we don't get that option, it will really help lower end GPUs. Really? Another one.
Well, you were right. There's our mark.
Ok. ¿Alguien ve el trailer de Atlas? No sé, no lo miré. Do you know if the game runs fine with a Ryzen 5 1400? It should be fine. I mean, here the CPU is almost maxed out, especially if you play at 60. But the Ryzen 5 1400 should have it should use the extra cores. Capcom usually does that well. So if the game uses the extra cores correctly, it should be fine. I wouldn't worry too much about it. But I have to say the texture quality leaves a lot to be desired. They didn't change the textures that used on the consoles, so we get very blurry textures, even on characters. But they get away with it because you're usually getting the camera very far away from the character, Not very far away, but far away enough. So yeah, it makes sense. Is there an effective way of cooling a gaming laptop when gaming? Not sure, I don't own one. But probably just blowing a fan into one of the holes of the laptop should be fine. In the intake, just put air in the intake, and it should give you more airflow.
I see.
Okay. Blah 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 blah.
Want to get going?
Once the camp is set up, you can go after that puke.
Wonder where the resource center is.
Let me see if I can go outside. Nope. I'll save the game and try something different. I'll crank up the settings, trying to maintain over 30 frames per second. So first let me change something here, so I can crank it up. Oh, this has a variable option as well. Interesting. So off versus variable is like a 10 FPS hit. So yeah, you can see that the volume rendering quality, if you put it on the highest, is 35 frames per second. I mean, look at this difference. Highest, off. 35 versus 55. So don't even use fog in this game. It's not worth it, in my opinion. I mean, look at this. Just ridiculous. Then shadows, high, doesn't make a huge difference, the shadow resolution. If we put TAA, it's a moderate FPS hit, 3 FPS. The LOD, oh, look at this, in the floor, the LOD level. So this is the level of detail, but even on things that are very close to you. So in my opinion, it's not worth to keep this on -1. It looks significantly worse. Foliage swale, let's turn that on. Anisotropic filtering on high. Water's reflection on. This is the shadow diffusion. It seems to be the filtering of the shadows or something like that, not sure. But if you put this on low, it will be 50. If you put it on high, it's a 8 FPS hit. It's a good FPS hit, so there's a good amount of options that change the performance of the game, which is always good to see. And then the seed pre-pass, as you can see here, if it's enabled, is 42. But if I turn it off, I get 35. So just enable this. This helps a ton, it seems. And then let's go back into the menu to see if we can tweak some other stuff, because this is getting pretty annoying. That I have to go back to the menu, then back into the game. Kinda nonsense, if you ask me. So let's go back into the main menu and try out the ambient occlusion option and the reflections. Maybe if I crank up the ambient occlusion to medium and I turn off the dynamic reflections, the screen space reflections, it should give us a constant 30. And then I tweak the rest of the game in the advanced graphics. So we put this on medium. As you can see here, ambient occlusion, you can also turn it off. So this should give you a big boost in performance compared to what we tested in the lowest settings, the low settings option. If you turn this off, it should be over 60 all the time, apparently. Then, what else? The screen space reflections. And that should do the job. Let me see if that gives us a smooth enough frame rate. Okay, start game. No, I don't even know how to join my game, but I have to play online all the time, I guess. Yeah, searching. Do you benchmark games all day? No, all day and all night. Not also, yeah, all night, all day, all afternoon, all noon, all morning. No, I'm kidding. I usually do 8 to 12 hours a day, usually, between just testing, then recording, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, this won't work. I'll put it on create. Okay, it's frozen. Good. I have to wait. optimal settings with GeForce experience. That's not usually optimal enough, in my opinion. Can we play the story mode offline? It doesn't seem to be the case. It's online only, which makes sense. I mean, you run into other people and that kind of stuff. You can play solo, but it seems that you have to be online to play the game. There doesn't seem to be an offline option. Not that I'm aware of at the moment. Oh, look at this. Just your question popped up. Continuing the game in offline mode. Go to the quest counter or quest board to search or create quests in online session. So yeah, there seems to be an offline mode, apparently, now that I see it, which is good news. But probably to launch the game you need an internet connection. Okay, so as you can see now, the game is running worse. We're getting like 10 FPS less. We'll see once we get into a place with a ton of foliage. So let me put, this is ambient occlusion medium. Volume rendering quality, let's put it on low, let's see. Let's put this on low to have some sort of fog on screen. Then shadow quality is on the maximum. Anti-aliasing on TAA, which is the maximum once again. LOD level, we got no limit. Foliage sway on. Subsurface scattering on. Screen space reflections, anisotropic filtering, water reflections, blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay. So the only thing that I lowered were volume rendering quality, which this already is a big difference in performance. Ambient occlusion from high to medium. Textures are maxed out. And the resolution scale, if you don't care about the resolution that much and you want a variable resolution, you can put variable resolution prioritizing frame rates or prioritizing resolution. So if you want the highest resolution possible without dropping below 30, just put variable on the resolution option. Or if you want better frame rates, probably you're on 50 frames per second. If you put prioritize frame rate, it should stay at 60. It should be easier to maintain 60. But I have to say it's very aggressive. You can like be playing the game and from 1 second to another it's a blurry mess. So it's very, very aggressive. So keep that in mind. Let me change this. This is medium high settings. Pretty much. So yeah, let's try to hunt some monsters so we know what we are doing. Blah 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 blah. Typical stuff.
Don't let me down.
Change the graphics description. Yes, I just did. Sorry, the live stream has some latency. Thanks for reminding me of that. Yeah, there's some latency with the stream. I have to put it on ultra low latency next time. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Bounties. Yay. Oh, finally I can go outside. Finally.
Meet me at the gate. Right now, we're in Astera. If you want to go on an expedition,
Okay.
the world map and choose your destination.
Finally, I can go outside.
You need to head to the ancient forest.
I think the biggest FPS hit is the Bolometric rendering. Yes, that and the ambient occlusion option also seems to be very demanding. Because when changing that, I got a massive FPS boost. I don't know what I'm doing. I heard that the 3rd gen or older CPUs can play the game because of the Nubo. Yeah, always is because of the Nubo. I mean, do you have any sources for that? They said that they had some issues with some CPUs. Not sure if it's the Nubo, if it's the game. But I'm not sure why people are already saying, oh, it's the Nubo. Yeah, I know DRM sucks. Yeah, it's the worst thing in the world. But this won't help us. I mean, just complaining about it won't bring it away. As long as it's uncracked for like a week or more, it's already worth it for the developers and the publisher. So it's very difficult at the moment to expect no DRM, which sucks, but hey. So yeah, even if the game gets cracked, the Nubo will still be there, so there's no difference. The only thing that the crack will do if the game gets cracked is to fool the Nubo into thinking that we have a legit copy, so the Nubo is still running in the background, whether we like it or not. So yeah, we don't have a way at the moment to see if it makes a performance hit or not, which sucks, but hey. Okay, so now as you can see we're at the upper 30s on a mix between medium and high. And we have some reflections. Finally we have reflections. Some kind of reflection. I'll try to restart the game. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll just to be sure that we're not getting skewed results. I can quit the game during a quest. Are you kidding me? Why? Why?
Your wildlife map keeps track of where you are and where.
Okay, I'll just Alt F4.
You can also use it to keep.
Give me 1 second. Oh, I cannot Alt F4 either. 1 second, guys. Be right back. Okay, I killed the game's process. So now I should be able to relaunch it. 1 second, guys. Defiéndase de nuevo, Santiago. ¿Quién dijo que estoy defendiendo de nuevo? ¿Vos escuchaste lo que dije o hiciste de cuenta que escuchaste? Dije que te quejes de nuevo no significa que, o sea, va a irse o algo de eso. Aunque craqueen el juego, de nuevo no se va a ir. Lo único que hace el crack es decirle de nuevo, ah, che, el juego es original. Y de nuevo piensa que es original. Así que el juego va a seguir corriendo mal. Y lo que dije de nuevo es que no lo van a sacar porque una semana que el juego esté sin craquear sigue valiéndoles la pena. ¿Entendés? No les importa. Así que quejarse no va a solucionar ningún problema. Lo que mejor es que culpen a de nuevo por cualquier pelotudez. El juego usa mucho GPU. De nuevo no tiene ninguna puta no tiene nada que ver con el GPU. A ver si queda claro. Ay, no defiendas a de nuevo. Escuchá lo que digo y después criticame, carajo. Okay, just read update. I think they fixed the problem. Yeah, finally. Okay, so I restarted the game. As you can see, it didn't make much of a difference at all. We're over 30 frames per second still. So let me see if the ambient occlusion on high makes a difference in performance between high and medium. We were getting 35 to 45 FPS. So yeah. Gracias a Troxfeed, aunque no estoy de acuerdo, pero bueno, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Okay, so let's see if ambient occlusion on high is the performance killer compared to medium. So we joined the online session. How can you base with fans? I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so ambient occlusion made a hit to the frame rate, it seems. So let's go back. Now let's try something, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll try to max it out on my own. Probably that helps. So yeah. I'm not sure because when I was using these settings before, it was below 30 frames per second. So let me try max settings once again. Probably that helps me know what's going on because it was kind of weird. Okay, so I know what was the problem right now. It was the volume rendering quality. So let's turn this off. And let's see if this is enough to maintain over 30. I doubt it, but who knows? 36, yeah. I mean, the difference between volumetric quality on highest and turn off, it's interesting. So yeah, let's go hunting, and then we'll see. I'll put just, yeah, mix between, this is high settings, and let's go outside. Oh man, this thing again.
Oh, you are too good to me.
Bla 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 bla. Carga los ataques, Santi. Sí, sí.
Don't let me.
No sé cómo se hace, pero ese no es el punto ahora. Después voy a estar haciendo eso. Lo que trato de hacer ahora es ir afuera para probar los FPS y eso. 1 second, guys. Gotta do this again and again and again and again and again and again.
Let's get this expedition underway.
Yep, let's go to the expedition.
Right now,
Can you test Despacito 3? No, I can't.
go on an expedition.
It's too demanding.
Map-
If you want to keep those games near 144 Hz, stick to i7 1080s. Yeah, agreed. I mean, yeah, I cannot even imagine how much CPU must use at 144 Hz. It must be a huge difference in CPU usage. Debes dejar el botón de ataque apretado en el primer y tercer golpe. Ah, buenísimo, no sabía eso, gracias. Golden Roster. Renta la RX 580 por FreeSync, y si usas FreeSync no me parece mala idea.
Let's look for the campsite.
Yeah, there's something weird going on. Not sure what's going on with the performance here. I mean, in a good way, not in a bad way. I was using these settings when I started testing the game, and it was running very bad. Now we were over 30 frames per second. Let me try this again. Maybe if I put it on low, that's why it was so bad. But yeah, we're almost maxed out. What the hell? It doesn't make any sense at all. If I put low, it looks bad. Yeah, if I put low, it's like 720p. If I put medium, it's more demanding. If I put high, it's native resolution. And if I put variable, well, it's whatever the game wants it to be. So yeah, I'm not sure what's up with the performance here. It was different than when I tested the first level. So I have to retest that, because it doesn't make any sense at all. Without what? Volume rendering quality. Okay, good. Let me let me put it correctly. There we go. But yeah, I have this slight suspicion. I'm sorry, my English is broken. I suspect that this is not actually 1080p. For some reason, it doesn't make any sense at all. The game looks blurry, but that's because of the TAA. So there's something weird going on. Not sure. Yeah, if I put off, I can see the jaggies. So it seems to be 1080p. But still, the performance is much better than when I started the game, so... What the hell? Probably a bug, who knows? But still. Yeah, something's weird with this. Probably a bug at the start of the game. No constant 60 frames per second on lowest settings. Well, depends. It should be able to. But when a lot of effects show up, it can drop below 60, especially when hunting. So I'm not sure what's up with that. And I don't see any screen space reflections, so the screen space reflections are not here. Or at least I'm not noticing them. Oh yeah, there are screen space reflections, apparently. Yep. There they are. As you can see, that rock in front of me, when I'm blocking this part, yeah, that part over there, the reflections get like screwed up. So yeah, there's some sort of screen space reflections going on. Some sort of, but I cannot really notice it too much. All right. Oh, here. Por fin puedo hacer el ataque. Finally could do that attack that you told me. Good. Let's run into him. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. This part was like 24 frames per second at the start of the footage. Now it's much better. Let me roll. No, no, don't kill me. Oh god. Okay, now we drop below 30. Makes sense. The water splashes, all that kind of stuff. There we go. That's a lot better. Sorry guys. Okay, this is a good stress test, I think. But yeah, I'll have to try to start the game from the beginning to see if something changes. Oh yeah, the start was much worse than this. Oh, I died. Good, finally. It's not working. Yo creo que el juego funcionará con... Sí, probablemente. Si corro en el Play 4 va a andar. Alright. How do I leave? Blah 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 blah. Yeah. So yeah, I have to double check. So I'll go back into the start of the game, which sucks, a lot of cutscenes. I won't delete my save file, of course. We have 4 slots in the game. But I have to double check, just in case there's a performance problem at the start of the game. Then it just stabilizes, not sure. So I'll take all the loot, whatever. But yeah, I need to double check just in case. Because as you could see there, it was running just fine.
Okay, let's get this
Some drops into the low 30s, below 30, sorry. But still, the game was... yeah. Sí, antes tenía Volumetric Rendering y ahora no. Sí, eso lo tengo en cuenta. El tema que estaba en bajo. O sea, fíjate, si le bajo... Si lo pongo en variable, 35. Si lo pongo en ultra, 30. Pero no 26, como cuando arrancamos. Voy a tener que chequear de vuelta. Si esto estaba en ultra, soy un idiota. Pero está. Yo se supone que esto lo había bajado a alto o a medio. O sea, algo no cierra acá. Capaz que era esto. Yeah, guys, something is really weird. I'll have to recheck, double check my footage. Let me see if this was the problem. Yeah, well, now it's dropping below 30 as at the start. But I remember that I lowered this option. I'm 100% sure that I lowered the volume rendering quality. Or probably not. Who knows? I remember lowering this exact thing. Maybe it was a bug, who knows? Or maybe I just forgot. But yeah, it's cool. At least we're getting over 30 frames per second, almost maxed out. So yeah, good stuff. No support widescreen. I don't know, I didn't test ultra wide yet. What is the daily YouTube stream time? I don't have a daily YouTube stream time. I usually stream when a game releases. I'll be streaming on Saturday, or tomorrow, not sure. Black Ops 4, the beta for PC. I'll be streaming that. But I usually stream when there's a new game releasing. But yeah, right now this seems to be totally fine.
To get to HQ, we need to...
I mean, look at this. We have the ambient occlusion, the trees are not flickering anymore like at the very start with the low ambient occlusion option.
These astronauts seem every
Let me
bit
see, this will give us a lot of particles, so it should be a good test. Yeah, still over 30, so... Well, the first impressions were very, very bad, now they are very, very good, so yeah. Let's try 900p. I have to go back into the menu probably. But at least I can do some extra testing. Yeah, I need to go back into the menu. Oh, come on. I need to restart to apply this change. That sucks. I really hate that. But whatever, I have to do it.
What a weird plant.
Give me 1 second, guys. Let's try 900p.
Come on, I think I found the way back to base.
Because 900p should be much better. Sí, solo para cambiar la resolución tengo que volver al menú. Just to change resolution I have to go back to the menu. Yeah, it's awful. But hey, at least I can tweak some other options on the fly, which is not too bad. And I cannot quit the game while in the middle of a quest, which is also very weird. It would be nice to just be able to save the game just before the quest and let me get out. But no, you have to finish it. Let's use the mouse. Why bother? Okay. So I have to restart the game for the resolution change. Nothing new. Thank you, Capcom. Not. Let's go. Gta5 Max Settings, how many FPS? Over 45 FPS. Otra vez, madre mía. Sí, lamentablemente. Yeah, I don't get why I cannot just change the resolution in-game. It's not too difficult. Come on, guys. I mean Capcom. By guys, I mean Capcom. I hate when they do that. Even No Man's Sky does it, but No Man's Sky takes a long while to get back into the game. That's why I installed this on SSD, so I can get very fast back into the game. And as you can see now on 900p, I'm using the same settings as before, everything maxed out except in the volume rendering quality, which is the destroyer of frame rates. So yeah, let's go back into the game. We start the game. Let's try this one. Yeah, the one that I used at the start. Not at the start, I'm sorry. The one I used to restart the game. Good. Oh, this is a... Now that I think about it, I might keep this as the benchmark. Because this has a lot of vegetation. And it's almost the same every time. So it's very good to do benchmarks every now and then.
Somebody must have
I mean, I can just do this every time. for 2.5 minutes. Yeah, but I cannot attack monsters, which is that kind of sucks. But look at this, 900p, 53 FPS. That's cool. Open close map, yeah, whatever. But this is a tutorial, so I don't like to keep this as a benchmark. It's very annoying to run this like 50 times, but at least.
For now, I think it would be best if we make our way to base. The map should help us find our way.
No, no leí eso, Felipe. Pero bueno, si lo leo no quiero quedar traumado. But yeah guys, as you can see, with this 900p max settings, without volume rendering quality, right over 40 frames per second. Pretty noise. I would like to be able to skip, but I can't. Como no man bla bla bla.
Look, the research commission's headquarters. Come on, let's get going.
Yeah, not bad. This is much better. Let me see if with dynamic resolution we can get 60s. Maybe.
To get to HQ, we need to.
Yeah, well, with dynamic resolution we get like potato resolution. Yeah, I don't recommend using the dynamic resolution at the moment.
These Abdenoths seem every bit as docile as the ones back home.
Yeah, this is good enough. I think I'll do 720 now,
It looks like we need to go around.
because I cannot go into the menu right now. Yeah, I have to hard quit the game again. Sorry guys. Give me 1 second. I'll stop testing this mission because it just locks me into the game, which is not what I want. That's very, very annoying. But once I do that, I'll be able to give it a second shot. Lesser CPU usage than Origins. Well, that's not very difficult to achieve. Assassin's Creed Origins just is the destroyer of CPUs. Low FPS with VSync? I don't think so. Sorry, I messed that up. Seems almost the same usage as Assassin's Creed Origins. Well, it's not. I mean, Assassin's Creed Origins uses the i3-8100 at 100%, and if this uses it at 80 to 100%, you could say it's similar. But Assassin's Creed Origins stutters in the open world. This didn't stutter yet, at least not that I could notice it. So that's already a good enough sign. Let me do a quick test here. I'll put highest. Maybe that's why the frame rate was better, because I put high and then tweaked the settings. I don't know, maybe. So it was 67, now it's 40. And if I go back and edit the stuff I just edited, this to off, it should be back up. Yeah, it's the same as before. Okay, so it seems that what I tested before was just me not doing the settings that I should have tweaked. Let me check the live stream before. I'll give a quick test of that. And I'll do 720 now, so we can have an idea on if we can get 60s on 720. That would be good to know. And yeah, let's go back to 720. Yeah, again, should be restarted to change resolutions. That's very stupid. While that just is loading back up, I'll try to just check my live stream so I can see what I did before. That's very helpful. Okay, here it is. So I was using, what was I using? Okay, so as far as I can see here in my menu, at the start of the stream, I was using volume rendering quality on high. So yeah, it was the volume rendering quality, apparently. Or was it? No, oh, God. It wasn't. I turned it off. Okay. So yeah, definitely a bug. If you go back to the start of the stream, you'll clearly see, I'm sorry, I forgot to change this. I have to put 720 or else it will just go out of range. Sorry guys. There we go. And this, what is this? Okay, so now we're at 720. I'll change it right here. But yes, I was saying at the start of the stream, I was getting below 30 frames per second. I wasn't sure why. Some people told me it was because I didn't turn off the volumetric rendering quality, but I just checked back into the 1 hour and a half ago, and I was using actually I just turned it off, so I was using the same settings. So there's definitely a bug with the options menu. Okay, so I'm using the same settings as I told you a second ago. So yeah, I'll just put this on the highest right now to see if that gets an effect or not. Go back into the game and give it another shot. Ok. No entiendo qué ha pasado. Cuando arrancó el stream, iba a menos de 30 FPS con los mismos ajustes en 1080p. Después reseté el juego. Fui a la misma parte que cuando arranqué el stream con los mismos ajustes gráficos y estaba a menos de 30 FPS. Y estaba arriba de 30 FPS. Es como que mejoró el rendimiento sin que yo hiciera nada. No tiene sentido. Okay, this is 720 Max Settings. This is with volume rendering quality. So as you can see, we're getting 48 because I'm using the volume rendering quality, which is, in my opinion, you shouldn't use at all. So I open the map, whatever. Yeah, more tutorial stuff. Sí, este juego usa poca RAM, usa menos de 5 GB. Uses very little RAM. So we're using around 5 GB at the most. So yeah, with 6 gigs of RAM, it should be fine. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm using max settings now. I'm going to lower the volume rendering quality. As you can see here, we're getting 40 frames per second, max settings. But if I go into the options and advanced graphics, and I lower this from highest to off, blah blah blah, I get only 7 FPS more, so there's definitely a bug. I mean, on 1080p I was getting, no, or on what was? On 900p I was getting very similar frame rates to this. So my recommendation here, it seems that the highest option is bugged. Because if I select the preset, the highest preset, get into the game and lower the volumetric rendering quality, I get this 46 frames per second. But if I go into the menu and change the preset to high, then crank up everything and lower the volume rendering quality to off, the game runs better. So there's definitely a bug with the options menu. I mean, it makes no sense. I'll try going back into the menu again. Sorry guys. I'll try this again. Yeah, it says out of range because I'm in the, oh man, because I'm outside of the game. 1 second guys. So I'm kinda disappointed that it's bugged, the options menu. But hey, at least, oh, I'm back into the game now. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, it seems that the options menu is bugged. Just don't select the highest preset, go into the game and change something. Try something different. Jesus Christ. I cannot exit the game now. I think I'll restart the PC. Too much alt-tabbing. Holy shit. Okay, finally. I killed it. Finally. Finally, the process is dead. There's a game ready driver. Yes, this is with the game ready driver, so no worries. This is with the game ready driver running and all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I'm back into the game now. Yeah, it was very difficult to just Alt-Tab out of the game. It doesn't seem to be just made for that. Sí, el dual channel en Ryzen es mucho más fundamental, como dice MCO. Pero igual, en Intel hace una diferencia. Okay, so as I was saying, advice. Graphic settings. If you put highest, and I don't know, you keep this preset, you get 58 here, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you start the game with the highest preset and then try to, inside the game itself, I don't know, you're hunting, you just pause the game and try to lower something. If you start with the highest from the menu and try to lower something here, the game for some reason will run worse, even if I tweak stuff in here. So if I just tweak this here, it should be much better in game if you just not use presets. As you can see, I'm getting 58 here, but once I change that, I get 100 frames per second. So let's see if now I'm getting more than 48. I was getting like, no, I'm sorry, yeah, 48 FPS when I lowered the settings. Now I'm getting 65. But as I was saying, a second ago I started the game with the highest preset, then here in game I just started with the highest settings, blah blah blah. I lowered the volumetric stuff and the game stayed at around 48. So maybe, just maybe, that makes a difference. But I can already see some extra frames compared to before. Let's check it out. What I hate that I have to open and close the map. That's very ridiculous.
The Research Commission's base of operations is here. This is where our ship was.
Nah, it's not worse than Dark Souls 3. Did you even play Dark Souls 3 the first day?
The map should help us find our way.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's not that different now. Now it's actually worse, which is embarrassing. But hey. Okay, this is off. Yeah, look at this. Now it's even worse for some reason. So I effed it up now. Yeah, now it runs worse than before. I'm not sure what's up with that. So yeah, there's definitely a bug going on. By playing the game a little bit, it seems to fix that. But yeah, there's something definitely wrong because the game now runs worse. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I have to retest this over and over by myself. But there's definitely a bug with the options menu. Something is wrong. On 900p this was better. It makes no sense.
Look, the Research Commission's headquarters. Come on, let's get going.
So yeah, there's something wrong with this, for sure. But I'll still make a video. I don't know. I won't be able to explain this, probably. But I'll try my best. Because this is much worse for some reason. Maybe it's just a prologue, I don't know. Something is weird. CPU usage triggers me. Well, it shouldn't trigger you because now we are at least with 100% GPU usage. So the GPU is being used at its maximum potential. But yeah. Yeah, something weird with the options menu. Just avoid the highest preset, put high, and just play with that. Then tweak the game in just tweak the game by yourself. Make sure to turn off the what's the name of this? Just turn off the dynamic resolution. It's very, very aggressive.
What a weird plan.
As you can see, if I put dynamic resolution,
There's one over here too.
is the frame rate is very variable. It tries to adjust the resolution, but it's very slow. If I put frame rate, well, it's a potato.
I had the scout flies memorize my scent earlier.
So yeah,
If you lose sight of me, just follow the scout
definitely something wrong with the options menu, but I'll be able to explain it later today, I guess. Yeah, I'm 2 hours in, so I should be leaving right now. Still, I think we have a better idea on how the game performs, which is always good.
Here.
I'm just trying to, yeah, just avoid the highest option. I'll put in big letters because this is important. I'll make some text so you guys can read it. I put warning while I'm doing my do not select the highest preset, select high,
Here.
then manually tweak the settings. Okay, good. Unreadable.
Here.
Okay, that should give you a good enough idea on what's going on.
Here.
So, well, as I was saying, this is the end of the stream, unfortunately. This is what I have to do. I have to finish the live stream because it's been 2 hours and I have to make the videos. So I'll be making a 1050 Ti video, then a 750 Ti video, then a 1060 3GB video. And then probably I'll do 1050 or Black Ops 4. If I don't do 1050 2GB, I'll do it on Monday, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'll say in English very quickly what's going on with this game, then I'll say it in Spanish, so listen to me carefully. So yeah, as I was saying, the game doesn't run perfectly well. The problem is the GPU. It uses a lot of GPU, very GPU intensive. It uses a lot of CPU as well, but it doesn't limit the GPU usage. The GPU usage, across the whole video at least, it seemed to be at 99 to 100%. So it seems that the GPU is being utilized correctly, and the CPU doesn't limit the GPU even at 60 frames per second. Then again, do not select the highest preset. Just select high in the options menu. The options menu, go for the high preset, save, then go back into the menu, put the volumetric, there's an option called Bolometric Quality or something like that. Let me show you again. Okay, so this option called Bolometric Rendering Quality, just turn it off. You get a massive FPS boost. Very important, just do that. Turn this off, you get a massive FPS boost. Then the other things that you want to lower for better performance are screen space reflection didn't make a huge difference, but it's a couple extra frames. Ambient occlusion can help in very open areas. Then the seat pre-pass, keep this enabled. It makes like a 10 FPS boost if you keep it enabled. Diffuse quality makes a difference in performance as well. It seems to be something related to the shading of the game. Not sure how to explain it. And that should be good enough, I think. And well, the anti-aliasing option is a 4 to 5 FPS difference if you turn it off. And the shadow quality for some reason didn't make a huge difference. Oh yeah, that's about it. That's the explanation. I'll do the same now in Spanish and then say goodbye. So yeah, after I say that in Spanish, I'll go just make the videos. Así que bueno, voy a explicar qué pasa con el juego. Dije todo lo que pude en inglés para explicar. El problema es que el juego, si pones en los presets de gráficos, tenés bajo, medio y alto, y altísimo, entre comillas, se llama highest. No usen highest, usen high en el tema de los ajustes gráficos, a los presets. Elijan alto. Después que elijan alto, simplemente traten de configurar el juego manualmente. Parece que si pones en lo más alto directamente, el juego se buguea y corre peor. No entiendo mucho qué está pasando con eso. Y bueno, los ajustes que destruyen el rendimiento, primero es este, Volume Rendering Quality. Sí, estoy hablando inglés y español a la vez, me está doliendo el cerebro. Esta opción es la que más consume FPS, apaguen esto. Después las sombras no cambiaron mucho. El anti-aliasing, si lo apagás, son 5 FPS más. Después las reflexiones, las Screen Space Reflections, dan unos FPS más, pero no es una enorme diferencia. Después Ambient Occlusion ayuda en lugares muy amplios o lugares que hay muchos árboles, pero se ve mucho peor el juego. SH Diffuse Quality, esto tiene algo que ver con las sombras, hace una diferencia en FPS, así que te recomiendo que pruebes esto. Da como 5 FPS más en general. Y esto Z Prepass ayuda, no sé, me dio como 10 FPS más si estaba activado. Si lo desactivo me saca 10 FPS. A veces, depende de donde estés. Así que esos son más o menos las opciones. No usen la opción más alta al principio, pongan alto. Después de poner el preset alto, configuren el juego como les dije. Y eso sería todo. El juego usa mucho CPU, mucha tarjeta de video, pero usa más tarjeta de video que CPU. Como pudieron ver, la tarjeta de video estuvo al 100% todo el tiempo, así que el procesador no nos está limitando, aunque está al 100%. Así que voy a hacer ahora los videos, voy a hacer 1050 Ti, 750 Ti, 1060 y si me da el tiempo 1050 a 2 GB. Y eso es todo. Nos vemos, tengo que terminar el stream, así que nos vemos a la próxima. So yeah guys, that was the explanation in English, then in Spanish, so everybody can understand what I was saying. So thank you guys for watching and see you next time. I'll be making videos now. Yeah, bye. De nada. Okay guys, see you later, I gotta go.